Oh, sir.
Yeah, we have a display case as part of our concessions while you're waiting your turn to get your popcorn. Yeah, and they're in there with a picture of her.
Why am I picturing in my head like Dorothy's ruby slippers? That's
Not quite the same.
not quite like that.
But Lillian Gish did have really small feet.
No kidding.
Yeah, they were only like a size 4.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's
I mean,
like little
they're
kids'
just little.
feet.
Yeah, they're little baby feet.
Yeah.
But she knew her stuff and was a fine actress and really brought it to the stage. So yeah, if she was in the studio that was being presented at the Lincoln, we'd have had her there.
Yeah. Wow. And so their demise came later, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Well, Lillian Gish lived into her 90s.
Yes. Right.
So she was still on stage into the late 80s. Yeah.
She did a
movie.
amazing.
She did a movie with Betty. Oh, I lost her last name all of a sudden. But anyway, when they were both in their later 80s, called the Whales of August.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And Vincent Price was in that movie.
Oh, people have to look that up. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was, like I said, brought in David Canary.
David Canary.
Had him in, he appeared on the screen. Mm-hmm. And so, lots of history there as far as just how many different theaters were in town, and we're the last one.
Right. I was going to say,
of that era.
Those theaters closed. The theaters closed. I don't know when, but
right
obviously
at various
eventually.
points. Right.
Yeah.
At various points. And the Lincoln hit a rough spot, at one time, and so that's when the Lions Club bought it.
That's right. Yes.
And did the restoration work, and then they formed a whole separate nonprofit because the Lions Club is an international organization, which is great. But if the local club disbanded, then that meant that anything they owned would go to the international organization.
Oh.
So they'd lose the local control of the theater, and they didn't want to see that happen. So we still recognize the Lions Club because they kept it from becoming a parking lot. Mm-hmm. And so by doing that, that means that, we have that theater, in the public's interest. Okay. It's not privately held. It is, it's a nonprofit 501c3. I guess that makes it, privately held, but it's by a board, not by an individual.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And so that's why we're able to do, we still do movies.
Right.
We got Muppet Christmas Carol this Friday.
know.
It's a fun show. $5 ticket.
$5 ticket, people.
Yeah. Where do you go for a $5
And the
movie?
Muppets.
Yeah.
Can't beat the Muppets.
Right. It's a double win right there.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
So, yeah, we still do movies. We have a David Bowie movie coming up in January.
Wow.
The Man Who Fell to Earth. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's kind of a cult classic kind of thing.
Yes.
If you're really
yes, it is.
And so, we're still doing movies, right? But we also do the live shows. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, if you think about it, even at the time when we were Silent Movie House, that was a combination.
Yeah.
Because there's the movie on the screen, but then there were live musicians playing the music to go with that movie.
Yeah.
So we're still doing it today.
And that's awesome. That's awesome. Now, and what forethinking by whoever the person or persons were to take that control from the Lions Club, so that the theater stayed local.
Right. And that was a Lions Club decision.
Okay.
Because they wanted to make sure it stayed as a local interest.
That was that. That's key to everything we're talking about.
It really is. And our goal, and I was just talking with Matt Heck. He's on the FM side today.
Yes. Yes.
He's doing. He's coordinating SantaCon.
Oh,
this
gotcha.
coming weekend, and so about how we can collaborate even more with events downtown and with different businesses downtown. Because we've had events where we've had the audience members lined up the street, waiting to get into the theater. Well, while you're waiting, here's this little restaurant right down here. Mm-hmm. Okay, have somebody hold your seat, hold your spot, go grab something. Bring it up, get back in line. Now this time of year, we try to get them in the door a little quicker. Because I heard you saying about the severe weather station.
Yes, that's us. Yeah,
right.
We always are the bearer of bad news. Yeah,
and you hate to be that, but I'm here to tell you some good news. You don't have to stand outside.
Right.
Come right in.
And
let's go. Let's
enjoy yourself. Right.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. And the other thing is, we talk about the shows. Let's kind of just look a little bit about. We mentioned the Muppet movie, and that's coming up.
That's on Friday.
Friday.
Right. Yep. 7:00. Okay. Advanced Industrial Roofing is a company in town, and they're sponsoring that movie for us. which is great, because every movie we show, we have to pay a licensing fee.
Okay, gotcha.
And so they cover those
that's
costs.
helpful.
Yeah, they cover those costs. So then the tickets that we sell, that goes back into helping keep the theater going.
Right. And what a fun movie to take the kids to. But like you said, of all ages, people of
Right.
all ages
Yep.
will enjoy this. I
Yeah.
would enjoy it. It's just fun.
It is. We had Candle Walk, this downtown Massillon.
Yes.
Different attractions,
yes.
different churches, Five Oaks, the Massillon Women's Club. Okay, people could visit all of those. Well, when they came into the Lincoln and they saw that's, we've got the posters up, they could pick up one of our coming attractions pages, and they saw that on there. A lot of people with kids were going, we should do this.
Oh yeah, absolutely. What a great way to get the kids out and have some fun, and it's holiday based. Get
There it
into
is.
the holiday spirit for sure. All right, we're going to take our first break right now. And again, we are talking with Eric Myers, Executive Director of the Lions Lincoln Theater. And we'll talk more about what they have to offer, movies, live shows, and so much more. And you are listening to Spotlight on 1480 WHBC.
The Lions Lincoln Theater in downtown Massillon presents a wide variety of live performances each and every month. Toss in a classic film and you've got your home for entertainment. Visit lionslincolntheater.org for tickets and more information.
Hi, this is Jim Snyder of the Your Wealth, Your Retirement program, a financial education show for those seeking guidance. Are you retiring soon? Are you in the middle of changing jobs? Maybe you're just done with all of that risk in the 401k plan and you'd like to have a discussion about an early rollout. Maybe you're 70 and a half and you're in your income phase of your IRA. We can help you with all those. Give us a call at Senior Financial Group at 800-639-0824. That's 800-639-0824.
Whether you're looking to cater a party, feed the family, or get something for yourself, you'll score big when you stop by John George's Deli, drive-thru, and convenience store. From their fully stocked grocery store to their iconic deli counter, you'll find everything you need at the corner of Lincoln Way West and 32nd Street in Massillon. John George's has you covered with made-to-order deli subs, platters, salads, and so much more. They've got freshly baked Amish goods from Kaufman's, a walk-in cooler with over 500 options for cold adult beverages, and they're open until midnight, so it's always a good time to visit John George's Deli, drive-thru, and convenience store.
This message comes from Viking, committed to exploring the world in comfort. Journey through the heart of Europe on an elegant Viking longship with thoughtful service, destination-focused dining, and cultural enrichment on board and on shore. With small ships that bring travelers closer to the destination, there's more time to explore. And every Viking voyage is all-inclusive, with no children and no casinos. Discover more at Viking.com.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Hear that? That's Mike. He took ZQL Pure Z's, so now he's sleeping soundly on a Sunday night. ZQL Pure Z's are fast-acting melatonin gummies with a complementary botanical blend to help Mike get the sleep he needs to wake up refreshed and ready to conquer Monday.
Let's do this Monday.
ZQL Pure Z's, just for sleep. Really great sleep. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
This holiday season, give a gift that gives right back. It's holiday magic at Bell Stores. Bell Buddy Rewards members earn 10 cents off per gallon for every $25 in Bell Bucks gift cards they buy. Now through December 31st. Grab a gift card for your kid's teacher, your brother, your barber, yourself. And you get rewarded at the pump. It's the perfect give and save gift giving. Sign up for Bell Stores Bell Buddy Rewards and start gifting smart today. Bell Stores, Ohio owned and keeping your family on full this holiday season.
For 50 years, Athens Restaurant has been more than a place to eat, it's been a place to belong. Here in Canton, generations have gathered around our tables. You became a part of our story. This is Natasha, and today, with full and grateful hearts, we have something difficult to share. After half a century, Athens Restaurant will be closing its doors. My Yaya is now 87. My Aunt Dee is 65. She has been here since she was 14. And I've been running around this restaurant since I was a toddler. Our children and grandchildren are growing so quickly, and a new grandbaby is on the way. It's time for our family to step back, take a breath, and begin a new chapter together. To everyone who shared a meal, a smile, or a memory with us, thank you. To our past and present staff, thank you for your loyalty. Canton, thank you for 50 unforgettable years of love, laughter, and memories. With love, your family at Athens Restaurant. Please redeem any gift certificates by December 24th, our final day open.
Now back to Spotlight on 1480 WHBC.
It is a Wednesday morning, and that means Spotlight here on 1480 WHBC, live on Facebook, live on YouTube as well. So make sure you check us out. We're talking with Eric Myers, who's the executive director of the Lions Lincoln Theater. And I want to talk about, I know there's you, do the lion's share of the work. That was supposed to be a joke. Actually, you have a ton of volunteers.
Yeah, we do. And I always say we because, I'm the only real employee. Mm-hmm. And I have this nice title that says executive director. I clean toilets, I help sweep the floors, it's that kind of thing. But we do have I can't run this place by myself.
Right.
And these volunteers, they are top notch. I mean, they come in, great attitude, they're really happy to be there.
Yeah.
There's people that, that usher like Joyce and Mary. Karen and Ron do the concessions regularly. Okay. Cindy and Ken, they'll kind of trade off with Karen and Ron, as far as taking the care of concessions. Peggy and Chuck. Chuck's the guy that does the Philippe.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm not supposed to say, that's like top secret, I guess.
I guess
so that's why I'm no last names. So,
okay. All right. Gotcha. I always say hi to Philippe. I always wave to him.
Yeah. But, they're great people. The audience, one of the things we always hear from audience members is like, your staff is wonderful, and I have to agree with them.
Yeah.
They're great people. They're fun to be there, to work with. They come in, they always come ahead just because that way it's like, okay, any changes, anything different
Ready
on this
to go.
particular show. And, they'll stand around and chat for a little bit, Carol will step in, and throw a joke in there, just because, and that's what makes it fun though, is everybody knows they can count on everybody else to get this all accomplished.
And I think what's really cool about it is they add to the experience for the people who are coming to the theater, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for them, it would be they'd enjoy the show, but if they're like the curb appeal.
Mm-hmm. Yes, exactly.
As soon as you walk in, people feel like, oh, and I got to tell you, the person who sells the tickets at the box office, Anna Mae Cummings. There, I threw her on the last name. But this one, she's 99 years old.
Well, Anna Mae, congratulations.
Yeah, and
that's fabulous.
She and Sandy, who takes care of the will call.
Mm-hmm.
They, people are just like, oh, you're still here. Oh, good.
Oh,
Which kind of leads me back to what we were just talking about. I have more people who come in, with the candle walk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they go, I haven't been here since, and they'll say a year or how old they were or something like that. It's like, well, we need to get you back in here.
Yeah.
Because it's a great experience, and especially when they see that we have this wide offering of different types of music, different movies, different stuff going on, makes a world of difference.
It does.
But even before that, even before any of that happens, it's the theater board, and they're all volunteers too.
No.
Talk about being supportive. Like Les, he's our treasurer. He's there at least 2-3 times a week. Sometimes just 5 or 10 minutes, but he pops in. How are we doing? Grabs whatever paperwork he needs to do his thing.
Mm-hmm.
Frank, Dennis, let me think, who else? Cindy, Mike, all of them. They all step in and just, whether it's sometimes because we need an extra usher, they'll jump in for that, but just helping to make the decisions to make that place happen.
Yeah.
Again, they're all volunteers. I got a couple of guys, Mike's one of them, that'll help, like something needs repaired. They come in, just help make it happen.
See?
Because like I said, I can't do all
That's
this.
priceless, yeah.
It is.
That really is.
And so that's kind of why I'm listing some names here, just because I want them to know, because I tell them personally, thank you so much for your help.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the public needs to know that too.
Absolutely.
Thanks so much for your help. So if somebody listening
I was just gonna
would
say,
like to be,
yes.
to jump in and work with us, it's because it's on your schedule. When are you available? I have some ushers, they'll come and help out. Linda and Chuck will come and help out when when they're in town because they travel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or, they've got, grandkids over or whatever. They can't do it on a particular evening.
Yeah.
There are no hard feelings here.
Right.
Come and help us when you're, when it works for you. Absolutely.
And that's great.
So it's a great, evening during shows, when they're helping build something, fix something behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
And most of those people are like, yeah, I'm okay. Don't worry about me. But I do think the public needs to know.
Yeah.
This
how do I do it? If I wanted to be a volunteer, how would people go about doing that?
Give us a call.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you notice I'm talking in plural, but you're going to talk to me.
Right.
And so, you just call the theater, 330-481-9105, right? And it's on our website, lionslincolntheater.org.
And it's the Old English, right?
Old English.
Old English spelling of theater.
Theatre.
R-E.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, you can give us, contact us.
Okay.
And, just let me know how you'd like to be involved, what you'd like to do.
That's fantastic. How fun. How fun would it be to run and work at the concession stand? I'd love that.
Pop some popcorn.
See all the little kids and
right.
And the fun adults too. So
the fun part on that is when the little kids are standing there and they're looking in the window for where the candy is, because there's a glass on top, but there's also one in the front.
Mm-hmm.
The adults always look through the top, but the little kids you can just see they're like, what is there?
The good and plenties.
Yeah. And we do have those.
See there, you should. Absolutely. That's right. Yeah. That's my theater memory is good and plenties. All right. So let's talk a little bit about some of the things that are coming up. We talked about this Friday.
Right.
And that is the Muppet movie, which is the Christmas Muppet movie, we should say. Too.
Right. Yep.
Which is so fun. And it's only $5.
$5.
Crazy price. Crazy price. But what do we have coming up after that?
So then the very next day, we have Christmas Time with the Eagles. Wow. So it's a tribute group, okay? Mm-hmm. And so they will do Eagles songs, but they're also going to be doing some Christmas music, same instruments, same voices, so it'll still feel like,
the Eagles are singing Christmas music.
Right. Right. And so that'll be at 7:30. Movie's at 7, but this show, then the live show's at 7:30 the next day, right? And so we get them, get people in. Now, tickets for that, it's all a matter of what the band wants. So we don't set these prices. The movies, we can set the price. So you notice I keep those, bring it.
Dirt
Come
cheap.
on, let's go.
Yes.
Get in here. So the seats start at $36. Okay, now I'm going to give the audience, your listening audience, a little hint. If you go on our website, okay, right now the band is offering a buy one get one.
Oh, look at that.
Okay, so
great.
Make sure when you go on that site, okay, you click on the Christmas Time with the Eagles, the little button there, okay, click on that one. It'll ask you, do you have a promo code? Put in BOGO, all caps.
BOGO.
BOGO, right? Just put it in there after you've selected your seats.
Okay.
You pick the seats you want. You'll see like a $36 seat, right? You have to do 2 at minimum.
Right.
You can do
4.
Yeah. Right. But, okay, pick your seats. Okay, then go to that. It'll take you to the next page after you've said, yep, that's what I want, because you get to pick which seats you want too.
Great.
If they're in color, they're for sale.
All right.
Okay, if they're grayed out, that means somebody else got them already.
Okay.
Okay. But anyway, put in that capital B, capital O, capital G, capital O, right? That BOGO.
Yeah, BOGO.
And now all of a sudden, those two $36 tickets will be just $36.
So essentially $18 a piece.
Correct.
That's great.
Yeah.
What a fun thing to do on Saturday night. That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, we're going to take our break for the news right now. We'll come back because there's more things to talk about. A lot of events coming up. And speaking of events, we'll talk about corporate events and public events, and how you can rent the theater and all of that coming up on Spotlight on 1480 WHBC.
The Lions Lincoln Theater in downtown Massillon presents a wide variety of live performances each and every month. Toss in a classic film and you've got your home for entertainment. Visit lionslincolntheater.org for tickets and more information.
Auto dealers, it's game time. Akron Auto Auction is bringing the heat every week, running over 1,000 vehicles through the lanes, online or in person. Get in the lane and score big at AkronAutoAuction.com. That's AkronAutoAuction.com. Whether you're calling the plays from the lot or watching from the sidelines, this is where the real draft picks happen. Don't punt your profits. Akron Auto Auction is where the winning drive starts. AkronAutoAuction.com.
Ohio Christmas Factory on Mahoning Road in Canton, a family-friendly wonderland, is open. Slide down the Elf Express slide, enjoy Mrs. Claus Bakery, and meet all of your favorite holiday characters. Make holiday memories for the entire family. For tickets and information, check out OhioChristmasFactory.com.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
It's the season to come together over your holiday favorites at Starbucks. Warm up with a creamy caramel brulee latte, get festive with an iced gingerbread chai, or share a velvety peppermint mocha. Together is the best place to be at Starbucks.
Medicine Center pharmacies have been serving our local community for over 40 years. Our customers know they can count on our pharmacy staff, save money, and trust us. Stop by any of our Medicine Center pharmacy locations in Canton, Louisville, Minerva, and New Philadelphia, or visit us online at medshoprx.com.
I know that hiring can be challenging. You need someone to match your role perfectly. Well, now you can meet them fast on ZipRecruiter.
Build your team, build it sooner. Meet your match on ZipRecruiter.
Just head to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try it for free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Meet your match on ZipRecruiter. Try it free.
Get ready for the holidays with a high-efficiency twin-tank water softener and get a free whole-home carbon filtration system from Verndale Water Experts.
Verndale's Water Center.
WHBC AM Canton, reliable as ever on News Talk 1480 WHBC.
From the News Talk 1480 WHBC newsroom, an 11-year-old girl has died after a shooting Friday on the west side of Columbus. Police say they were called to a home on South Wheatland Avenue Friday night around 6:30 for a shooting. Franklin County Coroner's Office confirmed that the victim, an 11-year-old girl, died Saturday. Police say a preliminary investigation reveals it was a, quote, non-intentional shooting between family members. No charges have been filed. Their investigation is continuing. The number of fundraisers on GoFundMe to cover essential expenses like rent, utilities, and groceries has increased by 20% this year, reflecting an ongoing concern about affordability. GoFundMe CEO Tim Cattleman noted that the rise in essential fundraisers has been consistent over the last 3 years in major English-speaking markets, including the U.S., Canada, the U.K., and Australia. Eli Lilly announcing yesterday it'll spend $6 billion to build a new manufacturing plant in Huntsville, Alabama. The facility will help make the company's experimental obesity pill along with other drugs. It's the third of 4 new U.S. sites that Lilly plans to build as part of a $27 billion total investment. Construction is expected to start next year and finish by 2032, bringing 450 jobs to the area along with 3,000 construction jobs. I'm Pam Cook.
Your severe weather station, News Talk 1480 WHBC.
Here's your AccuWeather forecast. Currently, we are experiencing occasional rain and drizzle this morning, transitioning into periods of snow and rain this afternoon with minimal accumulation. It will be windy out there. Be cautious as heavier snow showers may swiftly create slippery road conditions and lower visibility. Our daytime high will reach 37 degrees. As we move into tonight, expect breezy conditions in the evening. The night will be cloudy and colder with a few snow showers. The overnight low will dip to 21 degrees with the AccuWeather forecast. I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg for News Talk 1480 WHBC.
Now back to Spotlight on 1480 WHBC.
And welcome back to Spotlight here on 1480 WHBC. Pam Cook with you this morning. And we have Eric Myers, the executive director of Lions Lincoln Theater. And don't forget, we're live on Facebook and on YouTube right now. So if you missed any of this, you can always check it out on our YouTube channel. as well. So, and we've been talking about all the great events, but you can rent the theater too. Isn't that the case?
Yes, you can. Yeah, we have corporate events there.
Okay.
Shears is our next door neighbor with their corporate offices. They come over at least twice a year, maybe, I'm trying to remember, maybe even quarterly.
Okay.
And they'll do what they call their town hall because they have plants across the country. And so they want all of their associates to know what the home office is really thinking about. And so they set it up so that they're broadcasting out to those, but all the people who work in the area, like
Go
in
to
that
the
office,
theater.
for example, come to the theater to be able to hear it.
That's awesome.
First person, right. Absolutely.
Yeah, so if you need a nice space to be able to do that, that's perfect.
Right.
That's a perfect
And
thing.
so companies like that will come in and hold their events there, and they rent the theater, and the prices are real nominal. It's all a matter of how much time do you need to set your event up to be able to, bring it together and then to have the actual event itself.
Yeah.
So we'll negotiate that with the individual companies. But yeah, they bring all those in.
That's great. So you should just call if you're interested, and find out.
Yeah, and we'll work with you.
Yeah, that's
Find a date that works for everybody to start, and then build from there.
So let's talk a little bit more about what's upcoming, because I'm looking at the website, and if you want to find out yourself, go to the website. Lots of information there and how you get tickets. But we had talked about the Eagles, a Christmas tribute to the Eagles, and then of course Washington High School is going to have their jazz orchestra come in.
Right, and the choir's Washingtonians. That's their
Washingtonians.
select choir. So those two music pieces, the choir and the band, get together and do a performance. That'll be this coming Tuesday.
Wow. And that's
so
free, right?
That's free, open to the public. Again, each group that uses the facility, they set their prices.
Okay.
Okay. And so that particular one is a free event, open to the public.
Yeah.
7 o'clock, come on in, hear some Christmas music performed by the students of the school.
Moms and dads and grandparents and
Right.
friends and family members.
And the nice thing about the theater, too, when you go to our webpage, you'll see what it looks like inside. And so with that, you'll see there's this big sound shell,
Yeah.
okay, up overhead. And it's because the place was designed before microphones were a thing. And so the sound just, carries very nicely in there. And so
Great acoustics.
an event like the
Yeah.
jazz band and the Washingtonians, the acoustics are perfect for that kind of an event.
And there's no bad seat in the house. So
No, we're only 22 seats wide.
right, right.
So how are
you're
you-
seeing you're getting a great view,
Right.
and that's, I think, especially like for grandparents who want to come see the Washingtonians or the jazz orchestra. That's certainly something that is important. But also, let's see. Then we have before Christmas, we've got Christmas carols on strings. That's
Right.
the candlelight.
Right. And so what they do is they come in and they just fill the stage with candles. Now they're battery operated, so there's no fire concerns. But they fill the stage with candles. And they'll put candles, in spots around, as you go in too. So it really creates, talk about your romantic evening.
Yeah.
But they will bring, and then a string quartet comes out and they will play. And again, because of the acoustics, the only microphone they use is just when they're introducing a piece.
Wow.
But otherwise, and the concert itself is a little over an hour.
Okay.
So it's not a really
Yeah.
long one. So, if your friend is really into that music and it's not so much you,
Don't worry.
take them anyway.
Yes.
Go
Yeah.
with them anyway. And so then, you can get a nice evening with the music. There's two shows same night.
Okay.
One's at 6:15, the other's at 8:45. Okay.
Dinner before, dinner after.
There you are. Right. But so they come in. But now let's talk about the very next night.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now you've got a tribute to Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Which is crazy.
So it's still Christmas music, okay? But talk about a totally different way of presenting it.
Yeah.
Okay, you can go from the string quartet to almost like a strong rock
Yes.
kind of music.
And people love Trans-Siberian Orchestra, and this
Right.
is what a great way to enjoy that genre before Christmas.
Right. Nice thing for us is if you go to, up into Cleveland area, ticket prices are going to be higher. You're paying for parking. You're paying for this. You're paying for that. Our ticket
driving
prices,
far.
our ticket prices are lower, and the parking's free.
See there?
I told you how Shears is a great neighbor. You know, well, you look at the front of our building. Immediately to the left is this little driveway. You go in there, all kinds of parking.
See?
Right, and it's their parking lot. But they've told us we're not open at those hours.
Use it.
So go ahead. So it's a lit parking lot. So it's safety, right? But
Not
it's also
far.
no cost, right? Well, it's right next door to the building.
Yeah.
How far are you going to walk?
Exactly.
And then if that one's full, immediately behind our building is another lot of theirs.
Okay.
So again, and they're great neighbors, and we really appreciate them letting us do that.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So it makes a real difference. And so the audience benefits from that collaborative moment too.
Yeah, and that's on Saturday the 20th,
Right.
Saturday, December 20th, and
Right.
that starts at 7:30.
Right.
But again, if you want tickets, go to the website, which is Lions Lincoln Theater, TRE.org, and you can purchase all the tickets you want. And also, I would venture to say, go and look at what's coming up because they could make great Christmas presents.
There you are.
Yeah.
Now on our website, right at the top of the page, it says gift certificates. So if you're not sure which show
they would enjoy,
then by all means grab a gift certificate. And here's what you do: you enter the information, and then that gets mailed out. Like as soon as we know it's been paid for, it's mailed out, and so
you'll have it.
They'll have it.
Yeah.
PDQ.
And you can say, "Ha, I haven't heard that in a long time."
Yeah.
And you can say, "Here, I didn't know what show you'd like, but go online and choose
Right.
what you want."
And we have had people from out of state.
Oh, okay.
That
Yeah.
somebody local, they don't know what to get them, so they will send that in, and then we just mail it directly to the recipient.
Okay.
Other times they say, no, send it to me.
And I'll give it. Yeah.
And then, I can hand it to them personally.
That's great.
Yeah.
Because when we look into the new year,
we've
there's
got
so
a
much.
David Bowie cult classic, The Man Who Fell to Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if you like David Bowie's music, okay, he's there that movie's in on the 10th, okay, of January, and those tickets are only $10.
Yeah, you can't beat that.
Right. So
Yeah.
there's that one, and then right then the next weekend on Friday the 16th, you might have seen him on YouTube. Jeff Allen, he's a comedian.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he's coming in. Okay, so you can get from him. Now I got to tell you, one of the things that we haven't put on the webpage just yet because we just discussed it yesterday, and they're working out the particulars. Maslin's bicentennial is next year.
Is it really?
Maslin will be 200 years old.
200
Yeah.
years old next year.
Right.
Wow. Okay.
And so with that, there's going to be an event on the 17th. Okay, start probably around 7 o'clock. Again, we're
Mhm.
still working out the particulars, so keep an eye out for that. But that'll be another free event.
Okay.
So you can see a little bit about the history of Maslin, lots of trivia stuff,
Fun.
different things going on.
Wear your orange.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah. Yep.
Also, I'm looking here like John Schneider.
Yeah. Duke's a Hazard.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Bo Duke. Yeah. He's coming in. He's going to sing some songs, tell some stories. Right. So he'll be in. That's on the 23rd, I believe. Yeah.
Mhm.
On the 23rd. Now, his show starts at 8 o'clock.
Okay.
Okay. Because he'll do some other things ahead of it. If you buy a certain level of ticket, they've got it set up.
Right.
Then,
right.
you'll be able to meet and greet with him ahead of
Mhm,
time.
mhm.
It's all a matter of what, how you want to take in the evening. But that show starts at 8 o'clock. And so, you get to see, he was in Smallville too.
Oh, right. Yes.
Yeah. Because I
Okay.
think he was Clark Kent's,
Yeah.
his dad, Kal-El, or whatever is the actual
right,
father.
right.
But so, yeah,
Mhm.
he's his Earth father.
His Earth father. Yeah,
Right.
exactly. And then you have a comedian.
Yeah,
I mean,
Josh
you have a magician.
right? Josh Erickson. Now people know him because of his involvement with the Players Guild.
Okay.
He was the executive director for the Players
Yes.
Guild.
Yes. Yes.
And so
Josh.
he's bringing his magic act, and he's got a friend coming that plays music. Don't remember the gentleman's name right off the top of my head. I'm sorry, Josh. But anyway, so there's going to be music as well as magic happening that
Wow.
evening. So
Like a
real,
whole thing of entertainment.
right, real fun evening.
Yeah, and I'm looking, but then there's more we have Floyd Live,
Right.
which is Pink Floyd, I would
Yeah,
assume.
there
correct?
you are. Yep,
right?
yep.
And Thunderbeard, which is the ultimate ZZ Top tribute band.
Right.
Thunderbeard. That's
and,
great.
And they bring in their own microphones that are set up the exact same way that ZZ Top did them.
Yeah.
And the beards on these guys, they're actually their
It's
beards.
their real beards.
Yeah,
Oh my
they
gosh.
they are so into this.
Yeah.
They've grown the beard. So
That's great.
Yeah.
That's great. And you were saying something. You added something for April, right?
Yeah.
And
Well, right. There's a
yes.
Yeah, it's a European orchestra is coming in on April 14th.
Wow.
So we kind of jump ahead a little bit, but yes.
But that's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're going to do 2 different shows. One's at 4:30 and the other one's at 8:00. And they'll be doing different music depending upon. Okay, so the 4:30 show, correct me if I'm wrong here, if you would. The 4:30 show, I believe, is at, you'll have to hit the advance on that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Keep
going. There's so much stuff on here,
I
folks.
know,
You have to go and, I mean, it's amazing.
So the 4:30 one is Lord of the Rings.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Right?
gotcha.
Yeah, so
Music
they're-
of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, and they have a chorus that does that heavenly sound back kind of thing that's in there too, and then their 8:00 show will be the music of Hans Zimmer. So that could be anything from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, wow, yes.
Lots of, because Hans Zimmer has been involved in a lot of different movies.
Wow, that's all of that is great stuff.
Right.
All right, we're gonna take a break. We'll come back. We'll talk more about some of the ones that I skipped over because there's a lot to talk about there as far as what's happening at the Lions Lincoln Theater, and we will do that here on Spotlight on 1480 WHBC.
The Lions Lincoln Theater in downtown Massillon presents a wide variety of live performances each and every month. Toss in a classic film and you've got your home for entertainment. Visit lionslincolntheater.org for tickets and more information.
Lisa, I just finished my holiday shopping at Hartville Marketplace.
Already? I still need gifts for the kids, my husband, and my mom.
You'll find it all there. Toys, clothes, home decor, even gourmet treats. Over 40 unique indoor shops, warm and cozy, all under one roof.
That sounds perfect. I'm in. Hartville Marketplace, here we come.
Make your holidays merry and bright at Hartville Marketplace, where shopping is fun, convenient, and full of festive surprises. Visit hartvillemarketplace.com for hours and details.
With other language learning apps, I was just playing games. I wasn't really learning. Babbel's different.
Babbel was designed by over 200 language learning experts to be the most effective way to learn another language.
Every time I open the app, I can choose to work on my writing, speaking, or listening. And it saves my mistakes for me to review, so I'm constantly improving. Before Babbel, I thought I just wasn't good with languages. But now I'm speaking French. Tout ça, c'est grâce à Babbel.
Save up to 50% on your Babbel subscription when you sign up at Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Hey, can you blow up some balloons for Jack's party?
I can't. I'm so congested.
You need Sinex Saline from Vicks.
Sinex Saline Nasal Spray.
Yeah, just Sinex. Breathe.
Sinex Saline instantly clears everyday congestion associated with colds and year-round allergies with a gentle, ultra-fine mist that's no mess and easy to control.
Daddy, we need more balloons.
On it.
Enjoy life's important moments without congestion. Try Sinex Saline from Vicks. Just Sinex. Breathe. Use as directed.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-960-3377. That's 800-960-3377. 800-960-3377.
Listen to the Kenny and JT Show here on 1480 WHBC for exclusive Pro Football Hall of Famer interviews presented by Akron Auto Auction as part of the Pro Football Hall of Fame residency program. Score big with AkronAutoAuction.com, a driving force in the industry.
Spotlight on 1480 WHBC.
And Spotlight today is on the Lions Lincoln Theater. We have Executive Director Eric Myers in studio with us. And we've just been talking about so many different things. I mean, and it was funny because, Eric, I was on the page, the website, and I went straight to April just because I remembered it was something new. but there's so much in between.
There really is, yeah.
I mean, there's a lot. You guys have a ton of offerings. How does this all work? I mean,
Well, a lot of these groups, they'll contact us, and because they've heard about us, they found out, like that the audience is very responsive to what they're presenting.
Yeah.
And I think that says volumes about what Stark County's interests are. Is that they're, and how do I say this? They like what that there's a big variety of things, and if you look at our webpage, you'll see that because we've talked about string quartets and ZZ Top, and Women of the Rock Hall is coming up then in March.
Yeah.
So there's so many different things that you're going to find something that's of interest to you.
absolutely. When you're talking Michael Jackson, you're talking Pat Benatar, you're talking Rush, you're talking Elvis. I mean, there's just, like you said, there's just something for everybody here for sure. So tell me what the annual show is all about.
Well, the Lions Club, they do an annual show. It's their fundraiser. Okay, they do a fundraiser because they do a site and primarily site, but they also do some hearing tests. Okay, with primarily the elementary schools. And their focus is with Massillon, but they go out to Tuslaw because they don't want to overstep onto the other Lions Club's toes.
Right.
So, but they go and do those tests to help those kids, especially those kids that they don't even realize that they can't see the board. They've got the board up front with the teacher putting information on. And they're going, I
Can't see that.
right, and they don't even realize they can't see it.
Right.
And so that gives them the opportunity to help that child get identified as, and they can help those parents make a connection to an eye specialist that can
help them out.
Can confirm or say, nope, this isn't a problem. But at least it's a preliminary step. Because the Lions Club members are not eye doctors, but they have the equipment and they can do those preliminary steps and make a recommendation. You might want to get this checked.
Okay.
And so this is their fundraiser to help pay for that.
Okay.
The Lions Annual Show, it's the last 2 weekends in February. It ends on March 1st, okay? And so this is how they raise the money.
Okay.
To do those eye tests, to do help the community. So it's by doing the show and people coming to the show, it's the community helping the Lions Club help the community.
Right.
Okay?
Right.
And so this year it's called the Lions Family.
Mm-hmm.
There
Like the Addams Family?
Yeah, as I say, take out Lions and add in Adams.
Yeah, you look at
so
it.
So it's that kind of a feel to it as far as what the show is about. All right. So always jokes, always songs. This year it'll be songs like something from Phantom of the Opera, for example.
Okay.
All right. So it's got that little bit of mystery kind of thing to it. Witchy Woman, if you remember that song.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, there'll be a variety of songs, a variety of different, just goofy jokes, but all in that, family friendly, very entertaining. You want people to be able to bring
kids.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that they can have fun with it too.
Yeah. And so 2 shows, as you said, and that'll be a lot of
Well,
fun.
actually, it's 6 shows.
Oh, 6 shows because
Right.
2 weekends.
2 weekends,
2
right.
weekends.
Friday, Saturday at 7 o'clock, Sunday at 2 on both those weekends.
Now, the Women of the Rock Hall, what is that?
Okay, so that's the band has they have 2 female performers and then there's a backup band. And what they do is they do the music of female performers who have been inducted into the Rock Hall of Fame.
Okay.
And so they do a nice selection of things. They'll do Cher, they'll do Dolly Parton, they'll do,
fun.
Yeah. And so they'll throw on a costume, or a headpiece, something to tell us, okay, this is who this is.
Mm-hmm.
And so they present a nice variety of shows or of songs in their show.
Wow, that's cool. See, and I'm telling you, if you want to go and check this out, you have to go to the website and look at all of the offerings. And like we said, gift certificate for someone would be wonderful. And people can just make a donation to the theater if they want to.
Absolutely. Right? In fact, if you have at the end of the year, you have to pull a certain amount of money out of an account, retirement account, and it's one of those, what, I can give some of that to my kids, but I don't need all of this, to pull it all out. Don't pull it out directly. Have it directed to the Lions Lincoln Theater.
Okay.
Then you can use it as a tax write-off.
Wow. See there? Who knew? I didn't know that. But there you go. That's a great idea. That's a great idea if you want to make a donation.
And if you look at the front of our building,
Mm-hmm.
okay, you will see, okay, there used to be some spots where the glazing was chipped and things like that because weather has its way. I mean,
Yeah,
welcome to Ohio,
yeah.
right? And so we were able, because we had supporters like that, along with some grant monies, we were able to repair that.
Looks beautiful.
So a number of our supporters, okay, you'll see some things like that. You'll see where that money went. Other things, like a year ago, we had a boiler go out.
Mm-hmm.
And so nobody sees the boiler, but they sure feel the warm in the room when you walk in.
Right.
Okay, so it makes it very comfortable. And again, it was because people were willing to help us out.
And there's a lot of little things like that that need to be taken care of, right?
One of our projects we're working on next that we're pulling money together for right now, the women's restroom.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we're 1915.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Somebody in a wheelchair, the doorway is wide enough, it meets ADA to go in there,
Mm-hmm.
but they can't get in the stall.
Gotcha.
And so we're not changing the footprint of the room. We're just reconfiguring how it's laid out, which means then that somebody
The work has to be done.
that would need that, that kind of a setup would have access.
Yeah.
Because we do have a number of people in a wheelchair with a walking disability, whatever it is. They just need that little bit of extra space to be
Yeah.
able to. And even if you didn't, just having an extra stall in there just reduces the line outside.
That's right.
Waiting to
That's
get in.
exactly right. That's exactly right.
So it's an everybody wins. So there are some projects that you don't see, like that boiler, but then there are others, like the front of the building, like
And the marquee.
like the restroom. Yes, the marquee.
Yeah. I love
Just-
the marquees.
Yeah, that was added in the 1950s.
Wow.
The original marquee was actually flat to the building.
Oh, okay.
The very kind of a thing.
Mhm.
Okay, so it's kind of, we had a company that donated, those are all LEDs, all the flasher bulbs.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. They, so there's lots of ways people can help us out. We talked about ushers and concessions and,
Right.
small,
Volunteering.
yeah. But if a company would like to help us out with some of those kind of projects, again, give us a call, 330-481-9105. We'll say, here's what we got going on. How would you like to help us?
Yeah, that's a great way to help. And also make sure you go to the website because we're looking at Lions Lincoln Theater, and it's TRE for theater.org. And tons of information on there, ways to get gift certificates. Oh, and they can sign up for your newsletter, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that way then
When new shows.
Right. When the new show is coming up. I always do them so that just about now, I'll be sending out a mass emailing where you'll see, here's what's going on in January.
Mm-hmm.
Try not to do them too far in advance.
Yeah.
But if you want to know what's coming up, like we got Don McMillan, he's coming up, later in the spring. Okay?
Right.
You'll see
right.
that, but the more immediate ones are what will come up first for you on the emails, right? So we
Yeah.
can get those out to you so you know what's coming up. You got company coming in from out of town. Let's go to a show.
Yeah, plan ahead. That's
Right.
awesome. Well, it was so good to have you back in studio with us.
It was
and-
great to be here.
And happy holidays to you. Merry Christmas. And
Thank you. Same to you.
I'm excited for all of the stuff that's coming up in the new year. And Massillon celebrating its bicentennial. Who knew? I'm glad you mentioned that. Start making some plans.
There you go. Start making some cakes.
That's it. That's right. All right. Thank you, Eric, so much. We appreciate it. And again, spotlight on our YouTube channel and on our Facebook page. You'll find us there. And have a good day, everyone.
The Lions Lincoln Theater in downtown Massillon presents a wide variety of live performances each and every month. Toss in a classic film and you've got your home for entertainment. Visit lionslincolntheater.org for tickets and more information.